Welcome to Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight, this special episode, you could say. I had recently the pleasure of hosting Girl Love and Sawyer Fredericks up here at the Dazzle Den. I kind of killed, I believe I said it was 3 birds in one stone. I wanted to talk to both of them about the recording of Stonewall that they released as a collaboration that's out everywhere on the streaming services. But I also interviewed Girl Love by herself for this month's Metroland print issue that is out right now on newsstands everywhere. Would you say that? Yeah, I guess on newsstands everywhere. If you need to know where you can get one, you can go to themetroland.com. There's a pickup locations, and you can find out all the places in the capital region where you can pick up the episode and check out my interview with Girl Love. But also, I had the pleasure of having them perform Stonewall here in the Dazzle Den, and it was really great. It actually made me cry while it was happening and while I was filming. And you know what? Fuck it, I'm not ashamed to say it. So, but anyway, we're gonna check out this interview that I did with Girl Love and Sawyer Fredericks, and then hear their song Stonewall at the end. And I guess without further ado, let's get started.
Weekend Spotlight, the weekend alright. The weekend Spotlight, the weekend alright. And your Scullin is such a good dude, the kind of guy that it's easy to talk to. He's got some cool stuff he'd like to share with you. Yeah, you. It's the weekend, you know what you should do. It's the weekend Spotlight, the weekend alright. The weekend Spotlight, Unsigned 518.
I am here in the Dazzle Den with Girl Love and Sawyer Fredericks. How are you?
Doing well.
Doing well as well. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, we were saying before we got rolling, like it was funny how we're actually gonna, you know, because I don't have a behind the scenes. I just say everything right up front. But like we're here to like do kill 3 birds with one stone, I guess. You know, we are gonna hear a song. We are going to record a podcast, and then I'm going to interview Girl Love for the Metroland, which you can check out at themetroland.com and find out where you can pick up a physical copy, and then go read and support everything that's happening this month. So I guess the way we'll start the conversation is just tell me how you two met. And and it almost sounds like, you know, like, so how did you two meet?
How did you two meet? Well, it was a lovely day when we both met, you know.
But musically speaking, like, how did you two meet?
So I first met Laura. I go to a cafe that is in Troy a good amount called Cafe Euphoria. And Laura was performing there one of the nights that I was going there, so I got to see her perform live at that time.
Yeah, that was my home show for one of my Midwest tours that I used to go on every spring. That particular night was kind of a special night because Cafe Euphoria, they picked up my show and allowed me to do that show there at the cafe very last minute. I got canceled on by I'm not gonna name drop who it was, but by a venue.
I know.
I got
Canceled on by rude people.
I got canceled on, by a venue that saw my new marketing and saw that I was queer, and they canceled the show because of that. And so I reached out to Cafe Euphoria and asked if we could have the show there, and that's a queer space and a trans and non-binary owned cafe, and they were more than happy to pick the show up. And so we had a really lovely night, and turned that unfortunate situation into a really beautiful one. So I got to celebrate with the community.
It was a really good show.
It was. Yeah. Thank you. It was a great show. Yeah, I remember that one.
And you know, not to like dwell on like a downer note, but like when stuff like that happens, it always seems to never work out for the bigots. You know what I mean? Like it's always like they're like, I'm not making that cake for you, and then like, you know, next thing you know, you're out of business because nobody wants to deal with shit like that.
And we made our own cake and we ate it.
Right, exactly, totally. And like I feel like that's what happened here. It's like, there was a bad situation, and someone was like, "Fuck that, we're turning it into a good situation," and that's got to be a backfire on the bigots that made a shitty choice.
Yeah.
For sure.
And and not calling that, like, I understand the not calling them out because I struggle with that every single day. Like, there's so many things that I see, there's so many people that I talk to, and I'm like, first of all, I don't want to necessarily put a target on anybody's head, but like sometimes I'm just like, ooh, I just want to say that person's name and like make sure that it's on record and make sure. So what I do is just privately, I'll just tell everybody.
Just privately, I'll just tell everyone.
or rather not like tell everybody, but I always say, like, because sometimes I'll put like cryptic shit out, that's like, hey, some shitty things are happening in the scene, and someone will reach out to me and be like, what is it? And I'm like, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I won't say.
Yeah, that's off the record.
Yeah, off the record. But if you ask me,
yeah,
I'm telling you. So people in the community, if you're doing shitty things and I find out about it, I will tell people about it. But anyway, now let's get back to positive things.
Sure, yeah.
So you met at Cafe Euphoria, and I'm assuming it was like a mutual admiration fairly quickly.
So like I had only just met like Laura. Like I just kind of like came up to her after the show and was just like, that was great show. Complimented her estate sale song because there was a lyric in there that I just loved. And then we actually didn't like start hanging out and like getting to know each other until an open mic hosted by Song City that's in Troy, and we just happened to be at an open mic together, and actually like Laura heard my music and I heard her music again, and just started a conversation from there.
Yeah, that's when we heard each other's original songs. I feel like going back and forth with those.
Yeah.
And really just I'll just speak for me. I just really admired your narrative approach to songwriting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I just think, and then I mean, obviously the delivery is dynamic and electric and exciting, but the songwriting is as well. So yeah.
Thank you.
That's cool. So and the song that we're gonna hear today, that's a song that Laura, you had played. I'm sorry, no, I blew the mystique. Girl Love, you played that here in this very room like a couple months ago.
I did, yeah.
But hearing, and again, I always say that I don't hide anything. So I've already heard the song that the folks are gonna hear, and it made me cry. I was like sitting here trying to like operate the camera and then like the levels and everything, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, they're gonna look over and see me. Like, I'm just like trying to keep it together, but like it was like I don't know. There was just something about the energy with the two of you, and
it's such a powerful song.
It absolutely is.
So well written, by the way.
Yeah.
He did an amazing job with that.
Thank you.
But yeah, it caught me like totally off guard, and I was just like, well, yeah, I did not expect to be crying at noon on a Monday, but So the song itself, what made you decide to do it as the duo?
Yeah, so actually the next year I was on the same tour and did my home show at Cafe Euphoria again, and Sawyer came as my friend then, and he heard the song.
I heard the song
there for the
and
first
just
time.
immediately after the show was like, I want to sing on that.
And I was so flattered and appreciative and said, absolutely, of course, yes.
Just wanted to add that, rasp and yelling aspect to it. Get that rage in there.
Yeah, it was really great. And now that's something has it been recorded and is going to be released?
So I recorded a live album in February, and it's going to be released on June 13th. We're doing a big album release party at the Linda. It's going to be at 7 to 9, and Sawyer and I are going to end the night with Stonewall.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure our tickets are probably available for that.
They are
already. Yeah, and you can get them probably. What is it? The Lynda.com?
Yep, you can get them
or work.org. Well, whatever. I'll find out what the link is, and I'll put it in the show notes to make it very easy. Then I don't have to remember shit. Like I can just go to the page and click the link and get tickets to that. So that's gonna be super awesome. So I guess before we go, is there anything else that you wanted to add for this part of the many things that we're doing in this room today?
Well, I guess I just want to highlight that I am doing an Indiegogo campaign for the project, for the live album, for the mixing and mastering of the album. So you can get some really cool perks, like I recorded an instant EP that when people buy that perk, I email them an EP of 3 songs that they can get instantly, as well as like new merch and tickets to the show.
Awesome. And I'll put a link to that in the
Great.
show notes as well.
Thanks.
So that you can help support Girl Love and local music, and that'll be awesome. So I guess without further ado, we should probably hear the song. So do you want to introduce the song? Is there anything you want to add before you get going?
One of the first things that this current administration did was take the T out of the LGBT off of the website of Stonewall, which is just absolutely incredibly offensive to the community for many reasons, but one of those being that it was almost certainly a trans woman who started that riot. And so it's very important to me that that this song start with the image of a woman throwing the brick. So I'm just very appreciative towards all of the individuals that have come before, who have made my life the ease and the ease that I get to move with through the world possible. I'm just very grateful. So this song is dedicated to them.
All right, so let's hear Stonewall, Girl Love, and Sawyer Fredericks live here in the Dazzle Den. I thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
They're scorching the ladies in the big wigs, and they're tripping up the feet of the healed men. Yeah, the fuzz broke the law to get into it with the street folk down on Christopher. When her back's against the wall, she starts swinging, 'cause this love ain't wrong, it's just different. And they're taken aback by her raised fist, breaks the world lens with a red brick. Oh, 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 enough, enough, enough. Oh, 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 love is love is love.
They're passing bills left and right, and they're taking away my siblings' rights. You might think it's just a couple little fights, but it all adds up and comes down to life. Now the states where my friends are scared to live in, 'cause the masses don't think they deserve it. But my message to every trans person is you are worth it, and you are worthy. Oh, 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 enough, enough, enough. Oh, 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 love is love is love. Oh, 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 enough, enough, enough. Oh, 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 love is love is love.
takes a single fist to raise a red brick. And as long as there's breath in my body, I will vote for those in my country to protect and uphold the dignity of our sanctity. Give us equality. Oh, oh, oh. Enough, enough, enough. Oh, oh, oh. Love is love is love. Oh, oh, oh. Enough, enough, enough. Oh, oh, oh. Love is love is love. Oh, oh, oh. Enough, enough, enough. Oh, oh, oh. Love is love is love. Oh, oh, oh. Enough, enough, enough. Oh, oh, oh. Love is love is love.
Love is love is love. Love is love is love.
All right, that was Stonewall, Sawyer Fredericks, and Girl Love here live in the Dazzle Den. And make sure to go check out their version of it that's out on streaming, and get tickets to go see Girl Love, the album release show, and check out the album when it releases. She's just so great and such a great performer and great songs and a great human being. So go support Girl Love and Sawyer Fredericks and the entire 518 scene. So I guess that's it for me. Thank you so much for listening to this special episode. And I'm Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned 518. I'll see you on the road. Unsigned 518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you would like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening, or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.